Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Consort of King Bhumibol Adulyadej, or Rama IX, on 11th of August 1979, expressed an initiative to use Manai Islands as a sea turtle conservation site. This initiative marked the beginning of research on sea turtle conservation, which subsequently developed into the Marine and Coastal Resources Research and Development Centre, the Eastern Gulf of Thailand. This centre operates under the Marine and Coastal Resources Research and Development Institute, Department of Marine and Coastal Resources, Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, according to the Reorganisation of Ministry, Sub-Ministry and Department Act, BE 2545 or 2002. The Marine and Coastal Resources Research and Development Centre, the Eastern Gulf of Thailand, has broadened its scope of responsibility to include studies of marine resources and of the distribution and breeding of a wider range of endangered marine species, as well as to conduct oceanographic and environmental research on marine and coastal resources along the Eastern Gulf of Thailand, from Chonburi, Rayong, Chanthaburi and Trad provinces, covering more than 560 kilometres of coastline. This area is home to diverse marine resources, islands, seagrass beds and spectacular coral reefs, which are famous tourist attractions. Some areas along the seaboard have been developed into main industrial estates and national deep-water ports. The Centre's researching tasks are classified according to the area's topography and resources. Its primary mission, which has continued since its inception, is the conservation of sea turtles. The Centre's Marine Endangered Species Unit, through its biological research, has successfully increased the population of sea turtles by breeding them at Manai Island. This mission involves incubating turtle eggs, caring for the offspring, nursing young turtles, studying their behaviour, physiology, and finally releasing them into the natural sea. The Centre's next important mission is to survey and study the species and distribution of other endangered marine animals, particularly the dolphin and the dugong. In addition, the Marine and Coastal Resources Research and Development Centre, the Eastern Gulf of Thailand, serves as a hotline centre in the event that an endangered animal is stranded, injured, sick or dead. The Centre's Veterinary Hospital for Endangered Marine Species has a complete range of modern medical and pathological equipment and veterinary specialists in internal medicine and pathology on endangered marine species. The Marine Ecology Unit has two main responsibilities. The seagrass team surveys the types, distribution and abundance of seagrasses. Currently, this team is experimenting with seagrass culturing for the purpose of propagation, which will contribute to future efforts to conserve and restore seagrasses in their natural habitats. The Coral Survey and Assessment Unit is responsible for studying the distribution and abundance of corals in the eastern part of the Gulf of Thailand. Its other focuses are on surveying marine organisms inhabiting coral reefs, evaluating the coral bleaching situation, and studying coral diseases and disease resistance influenced by climatic changes. The unit is currently researching sexual and asexual methods of coral propagation, from culturing, nursing to transplanting corals in natural coral reefs. With the eastern seaboard having been developed into an industrial and tourism zone, the Marine and Coastal Resources Research and Development Centre, the Eastern Gulf of Thailand, has to perform rigorous monitoring activities to prevent marine and coastal environments from being polluted. The Centre's Oceanography and Marine Environment Unit carries out regular inspections of seawater quality, dissolved nutrients, toxic contamination, petrochemical residues and oil spills, to prevent dangerous consequences for living organisms and marine and coastal resources. Meanwhile, the Marine Productivity Assessment Unit conducts extensive research on marine productivity, marine biodiversity and distribution of marine lives, including phytoplankton, zooplankton and microbenthic organisms, which are indicative of marine productivity. They are all part of the complicated, interconnected marine food chain. Another important mission is to monitor the algal bloom phenomenon and its effects on marine environments and ecosystems, as well as the survey of marine invasive species, living organisms of foreign origin, from ballast tanks of cargo vessels anchoring at deep water ports, especially species capable of producing biotoxins. Furthermore, to provide necessary information for risk mitigation planning, this unit is also responsible for studying the diversity and distribution of poisonous jellyfish. Currently, the unit is working on a project to identify the causes of phenomenal colourful jellyfish blooms in Trad, which had become an alternative tourist attraction in the eastern Gulf of Thailand. The Marine and Coastal Resources Research and Development Centre, the Eastern Gulf of Thailand, is also responsible for dissemination of knowledge to communities, engaging them in local resources planning and management activities, and building a conservation mind amongst local community members. The Marine and Coastal Resources Research and Development Centre, the Eastern Gulf of Thailand, is determined to conduct research studies for the purpose of marine and coastal resources conservation and restoration to steer Thailand's eastern seaboard towards balanced and sustainable development.